And once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bobcats Gymnasium. The second game in tonight's USD basketball doubleheader, featuring visiting Watertown Arrows and our own Brookings Bobcats. And this contest is conducted by the administration of Brookings High School under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and educational benefit of high school students. We encourage you to support your team in a positive manner while pursuing victory with honor. Sportsmanship is all about respecting the game, each other, and yourselves. So please enjoy the game and support these student athletes while modeling good sportsmanship. And now let's meet the lineups for tonight's game. First for the Arrows. At one guard number 4, 6'1" senior, Gabe Norberg. And on the guard number 11, 5'11" junior, Ian Decker. At guard number 13, a 6'4" junior, Jackson McClellan. At forward, number 5, 6'3" senior, Mitch Olson. And at forward, number 22, a 6'2" senior, Spencer Lynch. Heroes are coached by Patrick Brookings, assisted by Matty Graham, Tommy Mattingly, Zach Coleman, and Parker Schmidt. And now for your Bobcats, but first the cheerleaders. Lucy Simmons, Mackenzie Steinhauer, Michaela Kelly, Layla Erickson, Quinn Kurtenbach, Kennedy Ryan, and Brooklyn Bauer. Bobcats cheerleading head coach is Hannah Simmons. And now before we begin, let's meet our future Bobcats, who are sponsored by the Brookings Basketball Association. Tonight, first up, a third grader for Hillcrest Elementary, Ryan Funderburg. Ryan is a power forward who loves the Bobcats and eating a good slice of pizza. Someday he hopes he'll be an astronaut, but for now he'll keep launching in 3. Next, let's meet Landry Hilbrand. Landry is a third grader from that basketball factory that is the very elementary. He's a guard who is a T-Wolves fan. He loves a good lasagna since it has as many layers to it as his hoops skills. And now, here are your starters for the Bobcats. At guard number 2, a 6'2" junior, Joe Hammer. At guard number 3, a 6'2" junior, Brody McCarty. And guard number 4, a 5'10" senior, Jonathan Taylor. And guard number 10, a 5'11" junior, Boone Johnson. And at forward number 11, 6'5" and a junior, Brian Kitzlaw. Bobcats are coached by Michael Curry, assisted by Jared Hummer, Joe Richardson, and Carter Hall. Tonight's official trainers, Savannah Ryan and Eric Curry. Officials, Matt Kavanaugh, Luke Langer, and Jim Richards Jr. Team administrators, Jeff Report. Ladies and gentlemen,
From where the night's gone. Bobcats will go left to right from our vantage point here in the Dallas Colt press box in the first half, and then going back right to left will be the Watertown Arrows. Bergen Tetzlaff jumping up against Jackson McClemens, 6'4" junior. McClemens against the 6'5" junior Tetzlaff, and the Arrows control the opening tip, and bringing it across is Gabe Norberg. Left wing pass for Decker, back to Norberg. Bobcats come out in an extended zone here. In the backcourt, it is Olson. He goes right wing for McClemens. Going to hoist a deep 3, airmails it off the strong side of the backboard, and coming back the other way is going to be Jones Hunterman. Man-to-man defense for Watertown. He's guarded out top by McClemens. Pass right wing now for McCarty. McCarty dribbles baseline and backs down, loses the ball, regains it, goes top of the key. That was for Taylor. Left baseline pass from Tetzloff. He found McCarty streaking down the lane for an easy left-handed layup. First bucket scored by Brookings, 2-0 Bobcats. Mitch Olson. On his left side for Norberg, back to Olson across the timeline. Playing that extended zone defense, left wing. Norberg steps into a three, rolls one in. 3-2 Watertown. Taylor brings it across for Brookings. It's a pick from Tetzloff. Dribbles down the center of the lane, pulls up from 15, knocks down a J. John Kaler puts the Bobcats back up 4-3 here early. Seesawing already the first few possessions.
Well, they got to try and match what just happened before, so they got to make it a good game.
Can't get shown up. Clemens down the right side of the lane, falling to the hardwood, throws it up and gets it to go off the board somehow. And Watertown back up 1. First bucket for McClemens. Left wing Kaler. Pulling McCarty off. And now he dribbles to the right wing, directing traffic. Pass top of the key for Hunnemer in the backcourt. Pass is tipped away and stolen by McClemens. Clemens dribbles it up against Hunnemer, takes it strong to him, and left it short, no good. Tetzloff gets the rebound, gets it off for Kaler. Kaler across the timeline. Stutter dribble into the front court, pulls up on the right baseline, fall away from 15, left it short. Rebound by Olson. Olson up with the half-court stripe, gets it right wing for McClemens. Three-pointer, no good, but the rebound and the putback, no good. But fouled is Caden Decker, and he'll go to the line. Decker, a 5'11 junior, showed some hops there on that one, though. And the foul went on Bergen Tetzloff. That'll be the first on the Bobcats for the ball game. 5:48 to go. Watertown with a 1-point lead, now 2 as the first free throw is knocked down by Caden Decker. I want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction, fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Sitting down early is Spencer Wenches, and in quickly is Isaac Rehorst, 6'5 sophomore, number 20. Second free throw is good for Caden Decker, 7-4. Watertown, full court pressure now off the make. Hunnemer goes left side for McCarty, across the timeline, he goes. And we get it to Drew Johnson. Now in the corner, it is Kaler, left baseline, Tetzloff, puts it out on the wing. Hunnemer's gonna hoist and hit a three! First shot of the year goes in for Jones Hunnemer, and he ties it up at 7s, inside 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Olson brings it across the timeline. Norberg rather goes to Olson. And down a 10-footer, in and out, no good for McClemens. The rebound tipped around. Tetzloff comes up with it. He gets folded in half as he goes to the floor, and he's hit hard. It's going to be Mitch Olson. Momentum took him right into Tetzloff. First foul of the game for Olson. First of the game for Watertown.
Bergen's used to probably hitting guys harder than getting hit from going from football to basketball, so that might have been a little bit of a little wake-up call for him.
It'll take a hard hit to knock him down backwards for sure. Drew Johnson bringing it across the timeline. He leaves in the backcourt now for Kaler. Kaler guarded by Norberg. It's a pick, dribbles now. And dribbles to the right side of the lane, picks it up, 10 feet away, goes in the backcourt for Johnson. Johnson, left wing pass for Hunnemer. Hunnemer lobs it in for Tetzloff, who has good backside position against Isaac Rehorst, and puts it up and in off the board easily. First bucket for Tetzloff gives the Bobcats a 9-7 lead. Pass in the backcourt knocked away by McCarty. Olson trying to go to Carter Bisker. The arrows keep it as it's knocked out of bounds by McCarty. Gabe Norberg, left wing pass for Olson. Olson goes top of the key for McClemens. In the lane, they go for Bisker out. Left wing pass, a three up and good for the lefty Olson. And Watertown takes back the lead, 10-9. We continue to seesaw here. 4:20 to play in the first. Backcourt, Taylor picks it up, goes to Tetzloff. Baseline, goes cross court right wing. McCarty gonna hoist a three. In and out, no good. And the rebound grab by number 4, Norberg. Norberg dribbles up, goes to McClemens' right wing. He's going to dribble into the front court. He'll be fouled on the right baseline. It's going to go against the Bobcats on the floor. It went on Drew Johnson. That'll be his first. Second for the Bobcats. Olson and McClemens sit down. Checking in. Going to be Wenches back in, and also back in Caden Decker. 4:04 to play, first quarter. Inbounding is going to be Bisker. He goes deep in the backcourt for Norberg. Norberg directing traffic. He goes right wing for Decker. Top of the key now for Bisker. Left side Norberg. Going to pump fake now. Put up a shot. Strong, long, rebound. Chased down in the far court by Decker. Decker now gets it knocked out of bounds by Jones-Hunnemer. It stays with Watertown. Clemens quickly back in, sitting down. The sophomore, Isaac Rehorst. Say thanks to Brookings Auto Mall, another fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bisker to inbound. Goes deep in the backcourt for Norberg. Right wing pass. McClemens going to hoist the three. High arching shot, no good. Rebound in the lane, tipped and out of bounds on the near sideline. Going to be over to Brookings. Last touch, they say, by Caden Decker. 3:42 to go. Full court pressure by Watertown. Jones goes high in the air to McCarty, who will dribble. Leaves for Hunnemer to bring it across the timeline. Down in the corner for Johnson. Lobs it in for Tetzlaff. Back out in the corner. Hunnemer another three. No good, short. Rebounded by Norberg. Norberg dribbling it up for Watertown. Crosses over and goes left wing now for Bisker. On top of the key they go for Decker. Decker dribbles in, kicks it in the corner. Three for Norberg. No good, short. Rebounded by Kaler. Gives it off for McCarty. McCarty up the right side. Into the front court. Down the right side of the lane. Pulls up from 7 feet. Rattles one in. Nice confident play by McCarty. Gives the Bobcats back the 1-point edge. 11-10 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. McClemens left side in the backcourt for Norberg. Back to McClemens. Pump fakes. Dribbles to the top of the key. The Norberg left wing. Down in the corner. A three up and nothing but net for Caden Decker. He's got 5 early points. And he's got Watertown back up by 2. 13-11. 2:40 to play in the first. Left wing pass Johnson. Down in the corner Hunnemer. In for Tetzlaff. The pass is tipped away from behind by Wenches, and Watertown comes up, and McClemens will get the steal. Now Norberg goes left side for Bisker. Back to Norberg. Dribbles in. Pulls up from 17. No good. Long rebound. Grabbed by Kaler. They'll bring it up for the Bobcats. Hesitation dribble into the front court, all the way underneath the bucket. Picks it up. In trouble. Gets it tipped away. Actually got bailed out there by Gabe Norberg, tipping that one away. Cole Hansen checking in, along with Mitch Olson back in. Sitting down for the Arrows is Carter Bisker and Gabe Norberg. And Drew Johnson sitting down for Brookings. In for the first time, Jace Bauer, 6'2 junior, guard, number 5. In the corner for Kaler. Lobs it in for Tetzlaff. Left baseline. Tetzlaff dribbles. Drop step move. Got to the bucket. Good luck stopping him when he gets the ball into the paint like that. Winch is strong, but he's only 6'2", and I don't know that anybody's stronger than Tetzlaff down in the post.
I'm not.
Mitch Olson, top of the key, goes right wing for Hansen. Three from the right corner's up and good for McClemens. He's got a couple of those. A couple of buckets. That's his first 3. 5 points for McClemens. Top of the key, McCarty dribbling. Hesitation dribble down the lane. Spin move. Fall away from 7. Rolls around and drops for McCarty. He's got a couple of impressive buckets. He's cut the lead to 1. 16-15. 4 for McCarty. Top of the key. Deep one for McClemens. Knocks one down. They're going to have to get a hand in his face, as he is a confident shooter, and he's long. He's 6'4", and his wingspan is impressive. Top of the key, Hunnemer goes to Tetzlaff. Back out to Hunnemer. Goes on the left wing now for McCarty. He dribbles into the corner. Bounces it for Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff spins baseline. Almost loses it. Kicks it in the corner for Bauer. Out on the wing now. A 3. No good. Might have gotten tipped. I think it did. As trying to get it to go was Kaler, and taking it out of the air was Tetzlaff. He tried to put it up and in. He'll be fouled. And he'll go to the line for a couple. Heads up play by Bergen Tetzlaff. Saw the tip out top. Went up to try to just kind of alley-oop it in and got fouled.
Yeah, not only to go up and grab the rebound, but to also go up for the shot to draw the foul to the line as he missed the first.
Tetzlaff misses the first free throw. Short. Second free throw for Tetzlaff. No good. Overcorrected. Rebound comes down for Isaac Rehorst. Now bringing it across is Decker. Goes to Norberg in the backcourt to set things up. Almost lost his footing. Zone defense. Left wing pass for Decker. Top of the key for Olsen. Right side now, Noah Norberg. Goes in the lane for Decker. Dribbles and throws it up. Rolls around and drops for Caden Decker. He's got 7. And it's 21-15. Watertown, 35 to play. Kaler dribbles. His pass to the corner, tipped out of bounds by McClemens. We'll get a substitution for Watertown. Sitting down is going to be Mitch Olsen. Back in is Carter Bisker. Jones Hunnemer sits down. And coming in for the first time is going to be Gavin Smith, the 6-foot junior, number 32, the guard. Some new faces for the Bobcats here this year. Pass from the backcourt. Kaler chases it down. Dribbles in the lane, jump stop, a little 10-foot runner, no good short. May have gotten blocked as well. Rebound by McClemens. He'll leave for Norberg to bring it up for Watertown. The shot clock is off. They can hold for 1. They lead by 6. Under 20 to go in the first. I want to say thanks to Bowes Construction, sponsor of high school sports here. Norberg hanging out in the backcourt. I want to say thanks to Brookings Health System, sponsor of high school sports here. Outside pass to Decker, back out to Norberg. Norberg crosses over, going to pull up and may have gotten tipped by Kaler on the shot before. And he touched off, threw it all the way down to the other end, and a little 3.5-foot kid jumped out of the stands and basket caught it. Beautiful catch. And like you said, 6 points. 6 points the lead after the first quarter. Watertown 21-15, back in 60 seconds with the second quarter. Bobcats basketball, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill. We are about to start the second quarter. Watertown with a 6-point lead, 21-15 over Brookings. Bobcats will start the second quarter with the ball. Inbound, it will be Gavin Smith, and he gets it in to Bauer. Bauer will start things off for Brookings. He holds and gives off in the backcourt now for Jarrett Bauman. Bauer and Bauman back in there, or in there in the backcourt. Bauer now dribbles to the right wing, picks it up, and he's in trouble. Dead ball, and he goes for Wayneman into the game as well. He jab steps, dribbles, gives off for McCarty. McCarty dribbles right wing. Right baseline, backs down now, spins in the lane, a little turnaround jumper from 8 feet, no good. Rebound batted around, finally grabbed by Bisker. Norberg will bring it across for the Arrows. That's right wing for Bisker. In the corner now for McClemens. McClemens dribbles, crosses over to the baseline, in trouble now as he almost lost it. Pass in the backcourt to Olsen. Olsen dribbles, goes in the corner. Bisker a 3, and knocks it down. 9-point lead, biggest of the night here in the first half for Watertown. 24-15, 7:05 to go in the second quarter.
And Watertown 5 of 11 from 3 in the first quarter, so it's apparent they can shoot it as they started the second quarter with a 3 as well.
Smith took it baseline and got it swatted by Mitch Olsen, and Watertown comes up with a loose ball. Decker on the other end, dribbles in, goes to McClemens in the corner. He'll put up a quick 3, no good. And rebound is grabbed by Gavin Smith. He'll dribble it up for Brookings. Dribbles, hands off now for Bauman. Bauman dribbles to the left elbow, picks it up back to the basket, goes to McCarty. McCarty guarded by Decker. Hesitation dribble, takes it all the way to the bucket. Nice confident move by McCarty. Just patient, and he can, just enough quickness to get by him. Right. Wing is Norberg, and the dribble hesitation down the left side of the lane. Took it by Wayman, gets it up and gets it in. And we'll go to the line to try to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. I think that's going to go on McCarty. And it is going to go on McCarty. That'll be his first of the second quarter for Brookings. I want to say thanks to Kubota Farmers Implement, sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Wainman and McCarty sit down. Hunnemer and Tetzloff back in. McClemens sits down, and back in is Wenches for Watertown. Ashton Rabin in as well for the first time. Who all sat down? Decker sat down. Free throw is good. 10-point lead for Watertown. Bauman goes to Hunnemer. Up ahead now to Smith, who bounces into the lane for Tetzloff for the two-hand flush. They broke the press beautifully, and Tetzloff the emphatic finish. That gets the crowd into it. An 8-point lead. And the ball almost knocked away from Olsen. He goes in the lane. Now it's tipped away by Bauman. Coming away with it is going to be Bauer. Or wait, the other way around. Bauer tipped it. Bauman came away with it. Now Bauer in the lane. A little jump hook, and the right hand goes for Jason Bauer. Bobcats 4 quick points, and they're down by 6. Great crowd in here tonight. And pump faking is Norberg. Dribbles, and will fall away from 10 feet off the right side of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Hunnemer. Hunnemer dribbles, hesitation to the left elbow, goes in the corner for Smith, who jab steps, dribbles, runner from the baseline, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Karams off of, looks like Tetzloff, and goes back over to Watertown. Drew Johnson checks in. Gavin Smith will sit down. Came in, gave some good minutes. Active. Decker back in, sitting down is going to be Bisker for Watertown. Clemens going to check back in quickly. He doesn't sit down long when he's on the bench. Nope. Understandable for sure. Long, good shooter. Good at defending the passing lanes. Left wing Wenches. Goes top of the key for Decker. Decker dribbles to the elbow, gets it taken away by Hunnemer. We'll go to the arrow. It's in favor of the arrows, but a nice defensive play by Jones. Hunnemer stepping in on the help defense and tying that up. So sitting down is going to be Mitch Olson as McClemens comes back in. Decker will inbound, is underneath his own bucket, right side. Gets it in right wing. McClemens has a half a step, and that's all he needs to knock down a three. He's got 30 to 21, a 9-point lead. Not going to be able to give him much room tonight. He'll hoist from anywhere. Bauer in the backcourt, dribbles right side, hands off. It's tipped away, and last touched by Watertown's Gabe Norberg. He's trying to hand it off to Jarrett Bauman. Bauman and Bauer will sit down now. McCarty back in along with Taylor for Brookings as both teams subbing in furiously in the first half. Like hockey lines staying near.
5 in, 5 out.
Top of the key, Taylor dribbles, kicks it in the corner. McCarty left open. Three is no good. Short rebounded by Wenches. Now Norberg presses up right side for McClemens. McClemens dribbles, goes to Norberg in the backcourt, dribbles to the left wing. Pass right side down for McClemens. Dribbles to the right wing, pulls up from 17, a fall away. I think it got tipped on the way up by Tetzloff as well, but it didn't matter as McClemens knocks down the jumper. He can score. 13 already. 4:15 to go here. First half. Taylor, left wing, dribbles, picks it up. Dead ball, in some trouble, leaves now for Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, picks it up, lobs it in for Tetzloff, left baseline. Tetzloff picks it up, goes back to Johnson. He'll hoist a three. No good. Rebounded by Wenches to Norberg. Up the right side, across the midcourt stripe, on the wing. Bounces it in for Wenches. Wenches faces up, pass is tipped by Tetzloff, but grabbed by Rehorst, who dribbles through the lane. Drops it off for Wenches, who dribbles, takes it up strong, and puts it in on the board. And it's an 11-point lead for Watertown, and the Bobcats want to talk it over. Coach McCarty doesn't like the way things are going. Check that. It's a 13-point lead after the bucket for Watertown. 3:43 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 30 of it with them. 3:43 to go. Watertown by 13 here in the second quarter. Bobcats basketball, powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. We have got 3:43 to go here in the first half. And the Arrows on a little run here. 34-21, they lead by 13. Bobcats have to take the time out. Talk it over, trying to right the ship here. Want to get back to the strong group sweep? Our sponsor, High School Sports Club, Brookings Radio Sports. Bowers, sponsor High School Sports. On that of basketball, the girls came back from 20 down in the fourth quarter to win in overtime. 55-49 in the first one. Boys trying to cap it off with a win of their own against Watertown here at home. McCarty passed across the timeline to Tetzloff as the Bobcats break the press. Right wing, Tetzloff dribbling, goes in the backcourt for Taylor. On the corner from McCarty. McCarty, dribble, hesitation, goes baseline, a little runner from 15, rattles it in as McCarty having a good first half here. He's got 10. He leads the Bobcats now in double figures, and he cuts the lead to 11. Now the key, Decker goes in the lane for Rehorst, who takes it up strong. He'll get the hoop and the foul, as Hunnemer didn't like the call, but he'll get tagged with it. That'll be his first. Second for the Bobcats here in the second quarter. Isaac Rehorst, the 6'5" senior, sophomore forward, number 20. Wenches sits down, back in is going to be Mitch Olson for Watertown. Not a ton of experience on this team, but length for sure. Free throw is good for Rehorst. His first bucket of the night. He's got 3 after the free throw. Taylor brings it across the timeline, guarded by Norberg. Dribbling to the elbow, or the wing rather. Goes to the backcourt, dangerous pass stolen away by McClemens. Picks it up to the other end, got it caught on his hip, and somehow got it to roll in. And no foul call on Hunnemer. Saved by Tetzloff. No, they're going to say hit the sideline before Tetzloff could save it. Hunnemer, a quarterback. He played quarterback last year for the Bobcats, backup quarterback this year. And safety as well. Through a quarterback-looking pass there. Got tipped on the way in. Tetzloff had to try to save it. Probably should have let it go. I don't know if he realized it got tipped. I guess clearly didn't. Tried to save it. Norberg left side to McClemens, dribbles to the elbow, picks it up, and goes on the wing now for Bisker. Bisker dribbles, goes back to McClemens. Guarded by Johnson. Ball fake, dribbles to the right elbow, pulls up from 15. No good, rebounded by Tetzloff. He hasn't missed much from the field tonight. McCarty saves off a lunge by Norberg, spins, now loses the ball. Once he gets to the top of the key, it's kicked around. Norberg comes up with it, dribbles up to the other end, gives off to Bisker, who takes it up strong, gets hacked, and he'll put it in. He'll have a chance to finish off the 3 from the stripe. And the foul went on Drew Johnson, his second. Third for the Bobcats, but that one on the shot, and it went in. So Bisker steps to the line, Norberg sits down, and checking back in, Cole Hansen. Johnson sits down. Back out there is Bauer for the Bobcats. Say thanks to Anderson Insurance, fine sponsor of High School Sports. The free throw is good for Bisker. He's got 6. And it's a 19-point lead. 2:10 to go. Taylor dribbling to the right baseline, picks it up, goes in the backcourt for McCarty on the right wing. McCarty crosses over to the elbow, spins down the right side of the lane, pulls up from 10, and gets another one to go. McCarty continues a strong first half. He's got a dozen of the 25 for Brookings and cuts it to 17. McClemens pulls up from 17. No good. Rebounded by Bauer. And now Taylor will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. And goes to the right baseline. Pulls up, fall away from 15, and rolls around and drops for Taylor. He's got 4. He cuts it to 15. Left wing, Bisker. Goes for Olson down in the corner now. And that is Hansen. Hansen goes right side for Bisker down in the corner. And driving and kicking off is Olson into the corner, into the backcourt. Now it's lost by Jackson McClemens, and the steal will go to Hunnemer. I think it was Bauer who knocked it away. Hunnemer dribbles it up, hands off for Bauer, right hash now in the backcourt for McCarty. Goes left side for Taylor, in the lane for Tetzloff. Tetzloff backs down, the defender takes it up strong, gets it to go. Crafty move by the junior, got the foul from Isaac Rehorst, and gets the bucket to go. with the bucket that cuts it to 13, and he cut it to 12 with the free throw. With that bucket, 8 points for Tetzloff. He's already got 5 rebounds as well, so will he be on the way to a double-double? Possibly. Once he's got that position on you in the lane, I just don't know what you do.
And just his strength, too. I mean, it was 2-3 power dribbles. Just backed him down. Good pump fake, too. Got him a bite.
Rehorst is 6'5" as well. He just doesn't have the frame Tetzloff does. Free throw is good for Tetzloff, and he cuts it to 12. Inside a minute to go here in the first half. Want to say thanks to Rickus Nelson, sponsor of high school sports here. Right side in the backcourt. There's Olsen. He goes to Norberg. Back to Olsen. Cross-court pass left side now for Decker. Decker lobs it in the lane for number 20, Rehorst. Rehorst pivots. Goes in the backcourt now for Wenches. Norberg. Inside 15 on the shot clock. Norberg dribbles right wing. Crosses over. Leaves now for Olsen. Olsen dribbles in the lane. A tough runner blocked by Jones-Hudimer rather. And we've got a fight for the loose ball. A whistle is going to go against Watertown. That's going to be another one on Rehorst. That's 2 quick fouls on Isaac Rehorst, and he's going to get expelled by Coach McClemens, as checking in quickly is going to be Ashton Rabin, the 6'2 junior. 30.9 on the clock here. The Bobcats can hold for 1 if they want. They trail by 12. Quickly bringing it up is Kaler. Man-to-man defense for Watertown. Norberg guarding him out near half court. Spin move to the wing and handing off to McCarty. Goes Kaler. McCarty now dribbles out near the circle. We're inside 15 to play. He dribbles and hands off for Kaler, left hash. Kaler dribbles left side, all the way to the lane, takes it up strong and short, but he'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot a couple as they're going to catch Decker on the foul. That's going to be his first.
Good team there by Kaler, too. And anytime you can get a screen from Bergen Tetzloff, I would use it as well. But Kaler quick and shifty to get to the lane, draw the foul, chance to hit 2 big free throws before half.
That one rolls around and drops down, as your voice indicated. Is now 5 for Kaler. I want to say thanks to Cook's Waste Paper, fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. I also want to say thanks to the Brookings School District for being a sponsor. 5.8 seconds to go. I want to say thanks to Hometown Tire and Services for being a fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Both free throws are good for Kaler, and he cuts it to 10. Watertown brings it up. Norberg, 3, 2. He kicks it in the left corner, and they get it in the lane. They got a good one just before the buzzer. Pass from Caden Decker to Ashton Rabin for the bucket. It'll count, and Watertown will head in at the break up by 12, 44-32. We'll take a quick 60-second break, and we'll talk with head coach of the girls team, Mitch McClagan, after an unbelievable win in Game 1 when we return here at the half. Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in South Dakota did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in South Dakota, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship. High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in South Dakota knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? South Dakota needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do South Dakota's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare South Dakota's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local South Dakota high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a South Dakota high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros.
Yeah, for the Arrows leading the way, it's Jackson McClemens. He has 15 points. He's 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. We've seen it. He likes to shoot. He's a good shooter.
Yeah.
And again, he leads all scorers with 15. Other scorers for Watertown, Gabe Norberg has 6. Mitch Olson has 3. Caden Decker has 7. Spencer Wenches has 2. Carter Bisker has 6. Ashton Rabine has 2. And Isaac Rehorst has 3. For the Bobcats, they've got 5 total scorers. It's Brody McCarty leading the way. He's 6 of 9 from the field for 12 points. Bergen Tetzloff has 9 points with that two-handed slam he had in the first half. Jones Huntemer has 3. Jonathan Taylor has 6, and Jace Bauer has 2 as well. Brookings with 6 turnovers in the first half. Watertown only 2, so taking care of the basketball a lot better. But still, Brookings 14 of 24 from the field, 58%. Watertown 16 of 30, 53%. So I mean, both teams shooting well, but it's Watertown with that 12-point lead. Again, they've got 12 rebounds to Brookings 13, so Brookings doing a better job of rebounding, but Watertown 7 of 14 from beyond the arc to Brookings 1 of 6. So again, we've seen that Watertown loves to shoot the 3, 50% in the first half. Brookings has to do something here in the second half to try and cool them off from beyond the arc.
And a big bucket right before the buzzer at halftime as well. And Watertown, instead of being up 10-12, they lead at halftime. Brookings starts with the ball. They'll go right to left from our vantage point here in the Dallas Cole press box in the second half. And it is Kaler to start things off against a zone defense, 2-3. Right side pass for Huntemer. Cross court left wing for McCarty. Going to hoist a 3. No good. Long rebound on the right wing by Johnson. Dribbles. Hands off for Huntemer in the corner. Huntemer tried to go in the backcourt. Tipped away. And he comes up with a loose ball pass right into the hands of McClemens. He takes it all the way up the other end. And a power move into the lane. Gets it to go. And he'll be fouled. Well, McClemens took it 1-on-2 confidently and got the bucket and the foul.
And again, too, just the steal, we've seen that length of his. Not only does it help him offensively, but when he can shoot it over just about anybody, but defensively all over Jones there to get the steal coast to coast, 2 long strides for a potential 3-point play.
And he does hit the free throw. He's got 18, and it's A 15-point lead for Watertown after the 3-point play. I don't think Huntemer realized he could dribble after that. I think he still thought the ball was dead, but he could have taken off. Right side of the backcourt, Taylor. His left wing for McCarty. McCarty dribbles to the right elbow, spins in the lane, pulls up from 10, and another bucket for McCarty. He's been effective all night. 14 for McCarty, and he cuts it to 13. Backcourt, Olsen hands off for McClemens to Decker. Left wing now for Wenches. In the backcourt for Norberg. Norberg gets a pick, dribbles to the wing, picks it up now, goes right side in the corner for Olsen. Looks inside, nothing there. Cross court to Decker. He'll hoist from the left corner. He'll knock down a 3. He's got 10. Moves into double digits, and it's a 16-point lead for Watertown. Johnson left a hash in the backcourt for Taylor. Taylor dribbling against Norberg. Goes right wing for McCarty. McCarty, jab steps, picks it up, goes to Johnson. Free throw line, 15-footer, no good, missed it left. And the rebound comes down to Norberg. He presses up right side, finds Wenches in the lane. Fast break points for Watertown, and just like that, they're up 18. Cats headed down to 10 just before half, and then Watertown hit that last second shot. Now they've jumped out to an 18-point lead. Right wing, Kaler. The backcourt, and no foul called as running over Huntemer was Wenches, or excuse me, McClemens. McClemens missed the wide open layup, gets it to Decker. Decker airmails the turnaround jump shot. Now up ahead as Kaler misses. McCarty threw it behind him out of bounds as the Bobcats were going to try to get some fast break points, but Watertown gets it back. McClemens was going to go up for the dunk, realized he didn't get enough on the jump and tried to lay it up and missed it. Kind of caught between there.
Yeah, coach looked over at who was it that came in? Bisker looked at him and said, "Get him out." I don't think he was too pleased with the attempt at a dunk and the missed layup. I think in that situation, he wants him to just take the easy layup, get the points.
Also his son, so maybe
that's
tough
probably
love
part
there.
of it.
Yeah, tough love. Rebound on the miss in the corner by Tetzloff. Out ahead to Huntemer. Huntemer's going to pull up from the right wing on a 3, no good. And the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds on the near corner, and stay with the Bobcats. Last touched by one of the two arrows there, Bisker and Decker. So McCarty will inbound. Wenches will sit down. Checking back in as Isaac Rehorst. This one I think you've got to get it into Tetzloff for sure, because he's got the strength advantage. He's working against not Rehorst. That is Rehorst, excuse me. Muscled him in, got a good look, couldn't get the shot to go, gets his own rebound, and he'll be fouled on the floor before the shot, before the putback. It's going to go against Watertown, and it's going to go on Mitch Olsen. It'll be the second on Mitch Olsen, the first of the quarter for Watertown. I want to say thanks to Right Angle Construction, sponsor of high school sports here. We've got 5:08 to go in the third quarter, an 18-point lead for Watertown. Brookings with the ball. McCarty inbounds in the corner. Gets it for Taylor into Tetzloff. Back on the wing. McCarty pump fakes, dribbles to the baseline, picks it up, goes in the backcourt for Huntemer. Down in the corner for McCarty. Pull up from 3, no good. Long rebound comes back to the near sideline, and it's going to be tipped by Huntemer away from Olsen, and then off of Huntemer back out of bounds over to Watertown. 4:53 to go. I want to say thanks to Brookings Auto Mall, fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. 4:53 to go in the third. Watertown with the ball and an 18-point lead. Norberg will jog it up to start things off for the Arrows. Against now man-to-man defense. Left corner, Norberg gets it, top of the key. Bisker going to put up a 23-foot 3, no good. Rebounded by Bauer. Gives off for Huntemer. Huntemer will bring it up for Brookings. Huntemer crosses over to the left lane, leaves for McCarty. McCarty traveled before he took off. He didn't like the call, but they got it right. He hitched before he took off. Goes back over to Watertown. 4:30 to go in the third. Watertown is taking control here in the third quarter. We'll say thanks to Bo's Construction, another fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Norberg passes right wing now in the backcourt for Rabin. Norberg gets it back in the left corner. He lobs it in for McClemens in the lane. Gets it tipped away. Chased down by Rabin on the right wing. Gives off for McClemens. Clemens against Bauer. Ball fake. Dribbles. Goes off for Norberg. Norberg dribbles toward the corner. Bounces it on the baseline for Rabin. Back to the basket. Picks up his dribble. Dead ball. Goes in the corner for Norberg. Under 10 to shoot. Norberg crosses over. Step back from 16. Fall away. Now there's the net for Dave Norberg as the shot clock was fading. 20-point lead for Watertown, biggest of the night. 3:45 to play. Right wing Bauer goes in the corner for Hunnemer. Hunnemer goes right side for McCarty. He dribbles in. A 10-foot runner, no good. On the rebound, it is saved in by Rehorst and grabbed by McClemens. Now he gives it up for Rabin. Now Norberg will bring it across. Norberg picks it up in the backcourt. Right side goes top of the key for McClemens. Pass inside is tipped away by Tetzloff. Now tipped away from Hunnemer and ends up on the left wing for number 2, Bisker, who takes it reverse layup. We're going to get a whistle on the rebound and a putback. It's going to be on the shot, and it's going to go on Brody McCarty. That'll be his third. That's bad news for the Bobcats. He's been the big scorer for them tonight. He's got 14, and he's been a big part of them only being down by 20. Free throw by Rehorst is good. Makes it 55-34, biggest lead of the night. 4 points now for Rehorst. Sitting down Kaler and McCarty. Back in, going to be Smith. And number 12, Bauman. And a miss on the free throw, but an offensive rebound by Watertown, and they'll go back to the line. As McClemens will go, as he's fouled on the putback. He'll have 2 free throws. Foul one on Bauer, that's his first. Third already for Brookings here with 3:15 to go in the third quarter. And McClemens misses the free throw. He's got 18 points on the night. I'll say thanks to Brookings Health System, sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Second free throw for McClemens is good. A 22-point lead for Watertown, largest of the night. Bringing it across is going to be Bauman, dribbling to the left wing. Picks it up, bounces it in for Tetzloff, left elbow area. Dribbles down, backs down. The sophomore, Rehorst, misses it off the side of the backboard. Ends up in hands of Hunnemer. Top of the key, 3 no good. Bauman with the board, dribbles in, turnaround jump hook. No good, we'll get a foul on the shot. 2 free throws coming up after the foul by Ashton Rabin. Bauman going to the line. He's got 2 points, trying to cut it to a 22-point lead with 2:51 to go in the third. Free throw is good. Bauer. Alex Wainman checks in. Sitting down is going to be Tetzloff. Checking back in Mitch Olson. And Rabin sitting down for Watertown. 2:51 to go in the third. Want to say thanks to Kubota Farmers Implement, sponsor of sports here. 2:51 to go. Bauer, second free throw short. Wainman fights for the rebound, gets it out top of the key. Hunnemer for 3. Yes! 4-point possession for the Bobcats, and they needed that. Cut it to 18 with that shot. 2:40 to play in the third. Dribbling to the right wing is Hansen. He goes top of the key for Olson. Left wing now, McClemens. He goes top of the key for Bisker. Right side for Hansen. To Olson in the lane, dribbles, backs down, and the shot no good. Rebound tipped out and grabbed by Bauer. It was Hunnemer who tipped it out of there. Bauer, right hash area, dribbling. He's going to pick it up between the right wing and the right corner. And he's going to be fouled as well. That's going to go on Mitch Olson. That's the third on Olson. Third of the quarter for Watertown. Rehorst and Olson sit down, back in Decker and Wenches for the Arrows. 2:08 to go in the third. 18-point lead. Watertown leads. Brookings with the ball. Right corner pass for Smith. Pump fakes, dribbles in the lane. Tried to kick it out. It's stolen by McClemens, who was right there in the passing lane. Clemens loses the ball, tips it over left side for Bisker. Now Hansen dribbles to the free throw line. Goes out to Wenches on the lane. In the lane to a wide open Decker, too tall, and now tipped out of bounds by Hunnemer. Went off his shin, I believe. stays with Watertown. 20 to shoot, 1:49 to go on the game clock. Drew Johnson back in. Jones Huntemer sits down for Brookings. Get it inbounds to Hansen. Dribbles left wing, top of the key. Bisker. Right wing pass now Decker. Decker goes left side for Wenches. To Bisker in the corner. He dribbles out onto the wing. Goes right side for Hansen. Hansen pump fakes, dribbles, goes in the corner for Wenches, saves it in. Left wing deep three, no good. Long rebound chased down in the far corner by Wenches. Watertown has it back. Right wing, McClemens, top of the key for Hansen. Left side Wenches. Top of the key now Decker. Dribbles down the right side of the lane against Johnson. A tough runner, no good strong. Rebounded by Wainman. Bauman goes across the timeline for Bauer. Bauer now crosses over. And drops it off for Wainman, tipped away and stolen by Decker. Decker dribbles it across the timeline. Goes left wing for McClemens, going to hoist a three, no good. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Wenches in the lane, takes it up strong, too strong on the shot. Rebound tapped off the backboard and grabbed by Bauer. Bauer now gives up for Bauman. 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter. About 20-second differential, a little less. Ball tipped around in the backcourt and almost stolen. We'll get a whistle. Be a foul against Brookings. It was almost taken away by Hansen. We've got 38.9 to go here in the third quarter. Watertown with an 18-point lead in the ball. About a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Right wing McClemens in the backcourt. Wenches, left side, he goes now for Norberg. Top of the key for Hansen. Right wing pass McClemens. Top of the key for Decker. Left wing now Wenches. Down in the corner for Hansen. 10 on the shot clock. They reset with Norberg out near the bottom of the circle. Left wing pass Wenches. Back to Norberg on the hash. Norberg crosses over, dribbles into traffic, leaves it off for Wenches, who puts up the shot from 18, fall away and goes in, but it won't count as he didn't get it off before the shot clock went off. Violation, good defense by the Bobcats. 2.8 to go in the third. Say thanks to Stony Brook Sweets, fine sponsor of high school sports here. Get it in for Smith and Drew Johnson. Had to put it up from half court. Just before half, left it well short. After three, Watertown leads 56-38. Back in 60 seconds with the fourth quarter. Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill. 56-38 after 3 quarters of play. Watertown with the lead. And they'll have the ball to start the fourth quarter here as we get started momentarily. Dallas Cole press box inside. Bob Jostad Gym at Brookings High School along with Alec Johnson. I'm Barry Hine. Appreciate you joining us for Friday Night Hoops. It's been a wild night. Girls came back and won in game 1. Down by 20 in the fourth quarter, tied it up and went to overtime and won by 6, 55-49 in OT. What a way to start the season. Huge.
And again, like we talked about in that girls game, there's a lot of things that Coach McClagan said too. You can't really practice because it's game-like situations. You know, we've seen it from the boys here tonight. Some stuff that they just have probably worked on the last few weeks offensively, but you can do it only so many times against your own guys. Now we've seen it just a very fierce Watertown defense caused a lot of Brookings turnovers, and we've seen that as the Brookings offense isn't what it's probably hoping going to be this year.
Ball movement by Watertown. They find Mitchell. He's streaking down the right side of the lane. He puts it up and in off the window, and it's a 20-point lead once again for Watertown. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Bauer, right wing, Spins, gets by McClemens, picks it up now, goes top of the key for Kaler. Left wing Johnson, lobs it in for Tetzloff. Left block area against Wenches. Spins and gets up, gets right under the hoop, steadies himself, puts it up and in off the board, and Tetzloff has 11 to match his jersey number. Now it's Decker backing down, little turnaround jump hook, goes over Johnson. Kaler brings it up for Watertown. Left wing McCarty. Dribbles, goes for Tetzloff in the lane, and it's swiped away by Norberg, who takes it up to the other end, chased down by Bauer. He leaves it short. McClemens can't follow. Threw it up wildly. Decker comes away with it. They'll go cross court for Wenches on the wing to McClemens. Top of the key Olsen, right side Decker. Top of the key McClemens. Dribbles, pulls up. Very tough shot. Looked like good D, and he gets the foul call. He went to the floor. Bauer looks over, kind of exasperated at the Bobcats bench. That was a bit of a tough call. Clemens goes to the line. He's got 19. Make it 20 as he hits the first free throw, and it's a 21-point lead. Largest lead of the night has been 22, and they can match that with a second free throw. I want to say thanks to Bauer Services, fine sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. And in and out on the second free throw. Lead remains 21. Tetzloff with the rebound. Now Kaler brings it up for the Bobcats. Dribbling in the backcourt, guarded by Norberg. Passes left wing for Johnson. Gets it into Tetzloff. Tetzloff kicks it out. Right wing, McCarty for three. Air mails it. And somehow Kaler saved it in, but right to McClemens. That was an unbelievable save. Norberg now. All the way through the lane, all the way to the bucket, and puts it up and in off the board to beat everybody down the floor. McCarty, tough to the hole on the other end. They're going to say he was fouled on the floor before the shot. So it will not count. It did go in, but the Bobcats will have it underneath their own basket. Went on to Olsen, his first of the fourth quarter for the Watertown Arrows. Largest lead of the night, by the way, 23 here. For Watertown, in the corner for Kaler, lobs it in for Tetzloff, kicks it out left wing, a three for Johnson, nothing but net. Wow, barely moved the net. Drew Johnson knocked one down. His first bucket of the night. That's a 220. Right wing Olsen, hands off for Decker, top of the key to Wenches. He'll swing it left wing now for Norberg. Norberg dribbles, gets a pick. And step back three is nothing but net for Norberg. 23-point lead once again. Coming up on 5.5 to play here in this ball game. Kaler. Pass left wing for Bauer. Bauer bounces it in the corner for McCarty. Lobs it in for Tetzloff. Kicks it out right wing. Three for Kaler. No good. Short. Rebounded by Decker. Got hops for a 5'10 kid. 5'11, sorry, Caden. That extra inch is important. Yep. Decker goes back door, finds Norberg wide open, easy bucket. As the Bobcats defense caught napping. 25-point lead, largest of the night. 68-43, timeout on the floor with 5:06 to go here. In the fourth quarter, we'll take a 30 with them. 25-point lead for Watertown. Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. By Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Covey's Sports Bar and Grill. We've got 5:06 to play in the ball game here. And Watertown out to a big lead, 25 points, 68-43 over the Brookings Bobcats. I want to say thanks to Anderson Insurance, sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. This second half especially, it seems like the Bobcats have just had a hard time getting their offense going.
Yeah, and again, Watertown defensively done an excellent job, forcing a lot of turnovers. The ball pressure's been there, but yeah, Brookings on the offensive end just seems as though can't get anything really to flow. Brody McCarty's got 14, Bergen Tetzlaff has 11. So when those two are in there, heavily rely on those two to score. So again, it's going to be a good test for Brookings this year. What can those other guys do when Brody's not in or when Bergen's not in or foul trouble? Because again, you've got guys that can score, Kaler and Hunnemer, Jace Bauer, but again, we've seen it here tonight. Struggled a little bit offensively when those two haven't had the ball.
Left wing Bauer dribbles, bounces it in for Tetzlaff, who takes it up strong and no good. Rolls around and drops off. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Rehorst for Watertown. It will stay with the Bobcats underneath their own bucket. Fresh 35. McCarty will inbound, left side underneath. Gets him in the corner for Bauer. Bauer dribbling, goes top of the key for McCarty. McCarty dribbles. Crosses over to the free throw line. He's going to get the foul call. Decker. It's going to be the second on Decker, the second of the quarter for the Watertown Arrows. So the Bobcats will take it out underneath again. McCarty will inbound, left side once again. He gets it into Johnson, left wing this time. Now on the corner for Bauer. Bauer dribbles top of the key, now down the right side of the lane. Drops it off on the baseline for Tetzlaff. Dribbles underneath the basket. Reverse layup goes. Kind of got caught up with Rehorst awkwardly, and Rehorst, he's grabbing at his left, either his left wrist or he's grabbing at his groin. I'm not sure which one hurts, but something happened. That looked kind of awkward. Clemens goes in the corner. In the backcourt, they go for Falick. Rehorst goes top of the key for Bisker. Dribbles down the left side of the lane, takes it up strong. Somehow got it to go over Tetzlaff. He hung in the air and threw it up wildly and got it to go off the glass. 25-point lead. Tipped away from McCarty by Decker. Taking it up to the other end is Falick. Just into the game. He'll put it up and in off the board on the fast break hoop. Now Hunnemer brings it up for Brookings. 27-point lead, largest of the night for Watertown. And Hunnemer tried to leave it, I believe, for Johnson, and he went backdoor, and should have been probably a goaltending call against Tetzlaff, as Bisker kind of waited for him. He should have just put it up quickly. I think it might have been a goaltend that they missed anyway. Johnson, top of the key, goes right side for Hunnemer. Dribbles top of the key, passes left wing for McCarty. McCarty lobs it in for Tetzlaff, goes in the corner. Johnson left open from three, in and out on the shot, no good. Clemens comes away with the board. Up the right side, trying to take it all the way to the bucket. Takes it up strong, gets it blocked by McCarty. Good job by McCarty. Deceptively athletic is Brody McCarty, 6'2", blocking the long, 6'4" McClemens. He's only 2 inches taller, but he looks like he's about 6 inches taller because of his length. McCarty, good job defending that. A few subs for the Bobcats. Alex Wainman in there. Amari Sanders in there. Kingston Schneider in there for the first time. Jared Bauman in there. And Gavin Smith in there. Backdoor cut for Rehorst. A nice pass from number 11, Caden Decker. And then the finish by Rehorst. Rehorst has 45 rather. In the backcourt, that is Kingston Schneider. Top of key Wainman. Dribbles. Picks it up. And goes left wing now for Schneider. Schneider dribbles. Picks it up. Goes to Wainman on the wing. In the lane. Intended for Sanders. Tipped away and now stolen by Olsen. 2.5 to play here. Olsen thought he was gonna pull up from three. Fakes me out. He kept it. All right, wing. That is Rabin. He gets it in the lane for Rehorst, and he drops down and puts it off the board. Puts it in. 76-45. Inside 2:20 to play. I want to say thanks to Rickus Nelson, sponsor of high school sports here on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Dribbling to the right wing is Bauman. Top of the key for Wainman. Left wing pass for Schneider. Drops it in for Sanders, who faces up, pump fakes, pivots. Goes in the backcourt for Bauman. Bauman dribbles down the left side of the lane, lost it. Wrapped it around his leg and took an extra step. Jackson Falick back in for Watertown along with Spencer Wenches. Olsen and Decker sitting down. I don't believe they've gone any deeper than 10 on their bench tonight. right wing. That is Bisker. Goes in the lane for Rehorst. Takes it up strong against Sanders. No good, too strong. Gets his own rebound. Left that one short. And now on the rebound, fought for it with Sanders. Sanders was fighting for it. Kind of had his arms wrapped around Rehorst there. I don't think there was any malice. He was just going after the ball. Watertown crowd got a little shifty on that one, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Just a hard foul. Sitting down is going to be Gavin Smith. In for the first time for the Bobcats is number 25. That is Logan Shelsky, the 5'8 sophomore. On the center of the lane, number 1, Jackson Phelan. Gets through the lane and puts one in off the board. 78-45 the score. We're coming up on 30 seconds to play. Want to say thanks to Cook's Waste Paper, sponsor of high school sports. Shot by Wayneman, no good. Rebounded by Rehorst. And bringing it up now is going to be Carter Bisker. Want to say thanks to Brookings School District for sponsoring. Inside 25 seconds to go, and Watertown's just going to dribble this one out. Want to say thanks to Hometown Tire and Service for sponsoring tonight as well. And this is going to be a final of 78-45. So the Watertown Arrows will start 1-0. The Bobcats will start 0-1 and have to draw some things up for the next time out. 78-45 the final. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll give our thoughts on the game. We'll take a look at some official stats. During our post game, we'll talk with head coach of the Bobcats, Mike McCarty, as well before we close up shop here. 78-45 the final. Watertown beats Brookings on the Bobcats home floor. 78-45 to start the season. We'll take a 4-minute break and we'll be back with your post game coming up next. It's Bobcats basketball powered by Brookings Auto Mall and presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill.